Comme Sport Mag, nous comptons pour nous rejoindre une autre fois encore pour show préféré là, qui c'est Sport Mag qui passe sur Ayiti TV avec chaîne YouTube nous Ayiti TV Sport Mag. Non pas M. Stéphane Guillaume comme d'habitude, moi à Cody Lomé toujours là pour nous porter émission préférée là pour qui c'est Sport Mag. Je dis nous avons un guest qui parle anglais, qui parle créole, n'importe gens lié à comprendre ça veut dire. Quand on est foulay, on va bien saluer monde quand même Chili, Brésil, Argentine, en Haïti, ici aux États-Unis. Et nous sommes contents pour nous parler de guest avec nous. Je dis,
c'est ça, Stéphane. Alors, et nous dit tout le monde encore une fois et bonsoir. Bienvenue sur Ayiti TV, dans le magazine qui parle l'information de ta rapport avec sport. C'est content, mais nous content de l'avoir et nous pourrons parler de samedi MFA et nous connaissons but, chose ça, objectif, chose ça. C'est faut faire connaissance avec gros bout de talent que nous gagnons dans la Coupe d'Haïti. C'est dommage, et dans le pays, nous avons valeur, nous ne pas chercher comme côté. Et nous-mêmes, nous mettons en valeur. Steve, juste avant, nous venons dans guest là, tu as un Super Bowl. Nous connaissons ça qui est plus intéressant pour le Super Bowl là. Il y a un Haïtien qui c'est Sonny Michel, parce que nous-mêmes, ça nous fait dans chose ça. Chaque côté, il y a un Haïtien qui a brillé, nous avons cherché et parler de eux-mêmes pour faire nous connaître. Bien que rapide le monde qui était en ouais Sonny Michel, mais nous ne pouvons pas quitter ça parce qu'on a aperçu pour ne pas faire parler de Sonny Michel dans chose ça qui gagne un Super Bowl là et qui c'est le premier Haïtien qui font touchdown, donc j'ai dit là, non Super Bowl, non final Super Bowl.
Et oui, c'est le seul touchdown tout qui était fait pendant la finale là pour moi-même. Donc quand même c'est à féliciter parce que on est haïtien, c'est pas facile surtout dans le sport ça, dans le football, American football, nous connaissons haïtien c'est plus bon football là, ça tout le monde l'a joué assez seulement nous connaît. Mais American football là vraiment c'était vraiment ça te fait plaisir, ça te fait fier que ouais monsieur pas de possibilité, pas de peur pour te parler avec drapeau pour faire connaître que mais qui côté le sortir que c'est haïtien que
là. Ça te fait plaisir en pile. Alors c'est fun dire que les amis qui New York, les amis qui Chicago, les amis qui a regardé sur net là, les amis de partout, chose ça ou ka regarder la caillou jonvlé avec une petite boîte qui est les Ayiti TV box. Alors ou même qui besoin regarder chose ça ou ka regarder ou pas besoin temps et ou pas besoin sur channel télévision Ayiti TV directement sur internet pour gagner box ça ou ka regarder chose ça. Alors bon invite à regarder qui j'ont ka regarder chose ça. N'a petit pause n'a tourner tout à l'heure, le donner nous continuer avec guest nous qui c'est gros monsieur ça ka venir là.
Comment nous tout le monde? Non pas M. Stéphane Guillaume, ancien joueur de la sélection nationale Haitian Football, m'a invité nous à regarder Ayiti TV. Ayiti TV sur Roku, ou gain seulement pour payer $29. Chaque mois, ou pas gain bagage ça pour worry about encore parce que gain Ayiti TV ou gain Roku. Eh bien, m'invite à regarder Sport Mag sur Ayiti TV avec 10 autres chaînes encore sur Roku. Stéphane Guillaume, m'invite à faire même bagage avec moi parce que c'est ça que je choisis pour faire. Voilà, je ne t'ai pas regardé là, c'est comme ça capable de possibilité pour non seulement show Sport Maglan et puis avec Ayiti TV. N'importe bien rapide dans guest nous aujourd'hui qui c'est une personnalité quand même que en pile monde qui doit compter de nous mais pas jamais ouais qui est lié pas entendre le cap parler mais je dis nous content tout c'est
pourquoi on va aller vous dire que content de nous parce que dans milieu et américain dans football américain
dans milieu haïtien tout game qui compte de nom mais pas faire un peu tour pas faire un peu tour
même chose ça sont gros bagages dans capable de ESPN n'a pas de Fox dans Go News Channel News il pas de monsieur sans pile mais on regarde pour nous même tant que haïtien qui talent ça autour nous pas nous manquer exposé parce que là je dis à Sport Mag font beaucoup nous mais monsieur ça là qui parle parler de lui qui parle parler que communauté non pour connaître plus de Stéphane.
Monsieur Brian, comment nous vraiment contents que vous avez la possibilité de you come to the show, man. We appreciate that.
Merci un peu.
But we know your time. We watch a lot of game when you're playing and when you play goalie and then we can hear you or you screaming
leading the team and everything
and stuff like that. And then like Stefan says, this is a pleasure to having you today in the show. And then we're gonna do it in English and in Creole. Most likely we prefer to do it in Creole because I feel more comfortable in Creole. So what's up and what's going on? How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
That's fine, man. That's good. Tell me a little bit more about yourself, Brian, because a lot of people don't really know who you are. Me personally, I spoke to your dad all the time, but I never have a chance to talk to you personally. I know when you were a little boy, when your dad used to bring you to train with Le Petit. I don't know if you remember Le Petit who is a former Haitian national team, and then is one of the greatest keeper ever in Haiti. Your dad used to bring you to practice with him. So that back then you were like a little boy. Now you're big. Now you're a huge guy, and that doesn't mean I'm an old guy, but I'm older than him. So I remember when your dad used to bring you to, tell me a little bit more about yourself, and then tell my people a little bit more about you, who you are, where you're coming from.
Brian, born in Hollywood, Florida. Parents are from Haiti, obviously. I just grew up in South Florida, playing soccer and American football. But all my life I've been busy with sports. My dad kept me busy. As everyone knows, my dad always kept me busy with football, soccer, basketball, so I was always busy, trying to stay away from trouble. Just been working hard all my life, and then now just at the age of 17, I turned pro.
Wow.
So age 17. So how many people that do you have in the family? Like with your mom, do you have brothers, sisters?
Yeah, I have 2 older brothers. I'm the youngest.
You're the youngest.
I'm the ginger.
Yeah, ginger. So since you started playing, you played for your high school team or just in an academy or something like that?
First started off Hollywood Wildcats. My second team was West Pines United. West Pines United, and then I went to Weston. Then I went to Schultz Academy.
Oh, those are some big teams.
Schultz Academy.
By the way, you just said Schultz Academy, and I played them in the U12, and then we beat them 2-0. The coach was so mad, Stefan, and he was like yelling. And I'm wondering why those guys so tall. You remember Schultz? They passed away.
Right.
He was a great guy, and then I had a chance to to train with him a couple of times. But those guys, they're so tall. I remember Schultz was a tall guy, and then all the rest of the guy who's handled the academy right now still tall. We played them, in the Safusa League, and then we beat them 2-0. They were very mad because you named Schultz, they named the academy.
Schultz Academy.
Schultz Academy. So
those are the big names.
Yeah, they're big names. Yeah, no, it was a great guy. So why? Because you in the beginning of the show you said you basket, football. Your dad was like put you in all those sport and then try to make you stay away of trouble. Why it was not American football? Why you choose soccer?
I love soccer more passionate about it. I was good in football too. My family's really athletic. So we have a football, basketball. So I just sat down. My dad sat down with me. He was like, Brian, you can't play 2 sports forever. But the strides don't buy. So I was like, okay. He gave me like Haitians like 24 hours to make a decision.
Because he probably that was more into soccer. That's why he probably convinced you. Because that's what I'm saying. Because I know your dad doesn't know that much about American football. He's more a soccer guy. Growing up in Haiti, that's all we see. That's all we used to do in Haiti.
So since you started, you always started as a goalie, or were you on the field player?
Center back at first, and then at age 12, I think 11 or 12, they're like, no one wants to play goalie. They're like, who's going to play goalie? No one was like, So I was like, all right, I'll play goalie. And then I just liked it, and I was like, I was going to stay in.
Wow. And it's always like that. So even the kids that I'm coaching, sometimes in practice, all the players want to be goalie. But when it's game time, like, no.
Even my son in practice.
My parents want me to play goalie.
In practice, my son was like, Daddy, can I go train with the goalie? I was like, what's wrong with you, man? I said, bro, what's wrong with you? What, Daddy, I want to try. I was like, but you play in the field. But I just want to see, a little bit if I can play goalie. Whenever, practice is over, he's always want to go to the goal, and then they're shooting on him. Right. And what is that? Why the kids like that?
I don't know. I guess they want to see if they have reaction speed or something. But I don't know. For me, I just stayed in goal. I was good at it too, so I was just like.
So at 17, you turned pro. Which was your first team?
Vancouver Whitecaps.
Vancouver Whitecaps is in Vancouver, in
Canada.
At that time, they were playing in the USL, or
I think the MLS? I think the same league with Puerto Rico, out of the USSF or something like that.
USL.
Yeah, USL. Yeah.
USL.
And then I signed my contract in 2010 to a homegrown contract, which made me a homegrown player in 2011.
Okay.
So I didn't go against the salary cap since I was only like 17.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow. So
that's good. Man.
Tell me how you manage, to become a pro, because there's a bunch of young Haitian American, or coming from Haiti, then college, and then tell them how you manage to become to break that barrier, the barrier to become a professional player, because it's not easy, especially when you have that background, Haitian American and stuff like that, and sometimes it's a little more complicated for us to become a pro, to get the next step. Or did you manage that?
One, everyone knows my dad. But also just like coming from here, parents coming from Haiti, we weren't rich. It was just like, man, I don't want to keep wearing the same clothes or wearing my brother's clothes and passing it down to me. So just like, you know, all my brothers, my dad installed, you know, my idea, I will try job and all this stuff. And it's like, it's really true, you know, dad came here to give us a house, and me and my brothers, we saw it. And so it put us in like a situation where like we're going to play sports and we're going to try to help out our parents, you know what I mean? And eventually, like my other two brothers, they, you know, they didn't make it, and then everything fell on me, and I was like, in my mind, I was like, I'm just going to do this and just be 110% committed in football and soccer. And it was like a lot of traveling, a lot of driving back and forth. Hollywood to Weston, Hollywood to West Miramar, back to Hollywood, sometimes Hollywood to Kendall just for training. And wow, yeah, he did a lot.
But what you're just saying, and everything falling you, your brothers didn't make it. Your brother do they play soccer too, or they play other sports?
Basketball towards ACL. Then he just, once he got healthy and able to walk, he was just like, you know, that's it. Wow. My brother played football, and you know, things didn't go his way. Injuries and stuff.
So what they doing now? They still in sport, or they just working?
Teacher, and my brother's working in hospital.
But there's a good thing about the sport stuff. We always telling our people that when they play sport, they have to do the combination, sport and school. So you see what happened to your brothers. They get hurt. They couldn't, you know, keep going in sport, but because they did that combination, sport and school, so they graduate, they get a degree. Now they're not making it as a pro, but they still have a decent life. So I think
the percentage is really
exactly
small.
That's a really good.
It's
that's
really
a really good example right there.
Pro.
So exactly.
That's why you combine those, education and soccer or sports, whatever it is. That's when you know you can make the difference. Because sometimes you can be the best player on the field on your team.
Not easy.
And nobody's able to see you.
Exactly.
And give you that opportunity to turn a pro.
That's what the most important thing, my people, my fellows Haitian who play sport, and then the parents as well, is push them the max with the school thing, and then the sport comes second. Because if they have more chance to make it in school than the sport, if you know they can be good, but just something happened, they cannot play, whatever the sport they playing anymore, and then they done. So what they have in there, that's what gonna be staying forever.
So how was the experience in Vancouver, and what was the next step after Vancouver?
Vancouver was awesome. Young age, I'm going to Canada. Leave Florida. It's cold, but people are nicer in Canada. Not like South Florida.
Sure.
I love South Florida, by the way. But went to Canada, was good. You know, played with some players that played in Champions League and stuff, and trained with some goalkeepers that are pretty good. Just being able to train with guys that played in Champions League is just an awesome experience. Awesome. So just taking shots from these guys.
Do you remember? I mean, you were 17, right? I mean, you're still like 26. Like 26. So do you remember those guys' names? That played in the Champions League?
Eric Ashley, Alan Rochat, Davide Chimento. They are the guys that played for FC Zurich in Switzerland. One played for Juventus.
Wow.
And who else was on the team? MLS team, we had a couple good guys. One guy played for national team for Tanzania, Ghana, and just training with these guys coming from South Florida. First of all, it was a shock. It's like, wow, like I'm going to MLS preseason, like everything's free. Like you say, like your dad, like thing, you $100 going to tournament, get $100, just go buy food and balance. You don't have to worry about it.
Let me ask you.
Awesome.
Let me ask you before I go to because I have a very important question, but I want to ask you this one first. Why your Creole is not fluent? Where that come from?
Why my Creole?
Is it because of your dad speaking English at home?
I can speak my Creole, but it's not like.
That's what I'm saying. Why is not fluent? Why
is not fluent? It's because like growing up, it's like everyone's like in the house you hear it, but when you go to school, it's just like, you speak English. And then I left the house at 14 years old to go to IMG.
Yeah, and
So IMG Academy is just like you ain't gonna find no Haitian. You find Haitian blood, but when you go there, everybody speak English. So only time you hear Creole is when you're on the phone with your mom and dad. But after that, you spend that time where you don't hear it, and then after that, I go home for 6 months and I'm in Canada.
Wow. So I think reason why I have that question is because of some Haitian parents, they never speak Creole to their kids.
I understand.
And then because they never speak Creole to them, and then at the end of the day,
and then now now the reason why I'm saying that now you put me and Stefan into a situation.
Now we're practicing. I
was not prepared for that. And I know Brian speak perfect Creole, and I know I was gonna come in, do the whole show in Creole, having fun now, and then I'm trying my best. And then to do this one in English.
Yeah, we can mix it up. We're doing okay. We're doing okay, but it's hard because we're doing okay.
So my question for you, Brian, my next question for you, when you sign up your first contract when you were 17, when you were gonna play your first game in Canada as a pro, when they say, Brian, you're the starter today. All that feeling. Explain me a little bit. Or did you feel?
The first one was preseason. I remember it was in Disney. They were like, I was just chilling. I didn't play like the first 2 games. So you're like, man, they gonna let the other guys play.
Exactly.
I'm 16 years old. They're not gonna play. They were like, Brian, you playing today? And then I was like, whoa. I was like, whoa. You serious? I walked with him. I was like, cool, I'm playing tomorrow. I was like, yeah, you're going to play 60 minutes, and then the other people going to play the last 30 for your first game.
Against who?
Who was it? College? It was against MLS team. It was against, Real Salt Lake.
Wow.
In Tucson, Casa Grande, Arizona.
Wow.
And then it was in Gene Alexander was there.
Yeah.
We played center mid. That was my first game. And they got me in. They put me in. I was like, whoa, I'm playing against Nick Raimondo. Like, these guys are here. I'm a little starstruck. I'm 16 years old, So then I just ended up playing. I did well. And then I think the game finished 1-0 or 0-0 or something like that. I'm not sure what the score was. But
so you personally, you were very satisfied with the performance you had in your first game. Technically, as a pro, you're 16 years old. And then the coach, say, hey, Brian, you're gonna be the goalie for today. It was like, oh, man.
Yeah.
And especially if a MLS team and, Real Salt Lake. I remember at this time was one of the great team in the MLS.
Yeah.
So you did good. And then after that, what did you do? You grab your phone, you call your dad, or you call everybody, friend and stuff like that?
First, my dad called me.
Your dad called you?
He live streamed the game. And he was like, wow, I'm like, thank you. So, I'm like, all right, thank you, Dad. Like, that's it. And then it was good. It was like I was happy, but, it was just like, it was like a stepping stone. It was like, now you got 60 minutes. How you going to make it to 90 minutes? How you going to make it to being a starter?
Wow.
But it's a lot of obstacles in my career and stuff. So
I believe you play for the youth U.S. national team, right?
U20,
so
U20.
Yeah. So how was that experience also in the U.S. national team?
Great. It was just crazy. It was crazy. I remember my first cap was in France. U20 was a dream come true. Just sitting. I don't even know the national anthem, but I was hand across my chest. We played against France, and at the time, France was the European champions.
Wow.
And we went up there, and everyone underestimated us. They're like, Americans can't play soccer, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, okay, we went, and we tied the first game 1-1, and we lost 1-0.
So, that was the first time they call you up for the U20. I feel like you not give me enough information. What was the feeling, man? Because it's a dream. It's the dream for every player who play. To reach your national team, and then to be part of the U20 U.S. national team is something huge. What was the reaction? What was your dad say, or your mom, your family, you personally?
I'm gonna be honest. My dad was more happy than me. I'm the more chill, laid back. Like I'm tranquil. Like I don't. Like I was happy. I'm like, yo, this is really happening. I'm gonna be in France. I'm gonna be, see the Eiffel Tower. I'm gonna be with my friends. Cause the same, US
and it's good money too. There's some money going on in there.
Exactly. When you under a pro contract, U20, U7, you don't make nothing until you go to you make it to the World Cup. So
but still,
like to be like
compared to who you were
from Vancouver.
Yeah,
exactly.
it's
like, yo, you coming here. You go to Vancouver, now you're going to France, and you represent the badge. You got your Nike gear. Your parents are watching you. And like the national team system is like the same players you met at U15, U16, U20 is the same players in that same group. So you have guys you haven't seen in like 2-3 years, like playing in Germany. I'm in Canada, you know, we on FaceTime now. Your friends is coming together. It's like, yo, it hasn't been years, you know. Wow, we had like no facial hair. Now we got beards. We see each other go play, represent the country. It's just more like, you know, we're like sort of like family because we've been a residency. So it's like we're going to go to France, get this victory, and then have a good time as well. So it was exciting. Like, it's a dream come true, you know, like before the game, you know, you're just thinking about like where you come from. Like you were diving in Boggsfield, now you're about to play in for the 25,000.
Wow.
And they yelling in French, so you can't even hear what's going on in the field, you know.
Exactly.
I want to hear a little bit, I'm like, yo, this is too much. Wow. You know, they say communicate.
As an athlete, this is always one of the biggest dreams for them is to represent their country. So shout out to you.
Shout out to you. Et quand on dit que pas oublier que on sport mag pas ni ESPN et pas que de Haiti TV, juste que nous gon guest et qui différent qui parlent l'autre langue parce que et ça sport mag là ne pas vanter tête ne pas faire vanter que mon a parler français, parler anglais, parler portugais, parler italien, parler espagnol. You come here, you cannot do it in English, we still gonna work with you. We're still gonna welcome you.
We can mix it. I can.
So no, you're doing good, Brian. But Brian, you know, Vancouver, I know you had a good time. Now, talk to me about Harrisburg City Islanders. Tell me about the experience you had there, man. So I know you were there as well for quite a time.
Harrisburg was more motivation of getting back to MLS and not going back down to Harrisburg. Harrisburg was cool, you know, just like another thing about pro sports, not everything's gonna go your way. If no matter, like Stefan said, like you can be better, but you know, there's always something going on where they're gonna put someone in front of you where you have to just sit down and mentally be strong. At the time, I wasn't mentally strong because I was young. I'm like, this guy's not better than me, but it actually turned me into a man because not like growing up you always was a starter, but now you hit the professional space, like you're not gonna start, I'm a goalkeeper, you have to wait your chance. And I was like, for 2 years I didn't really play that much. I played 5 games, but you know, the games I played in I did very well, so that helped me a little bit.
Wow. So now you went to Vancouver, Harrisburg, and then you went on to even be on the LA team.
Yeah.
So how was that experience? So also in
Galaxy,
the Galaxy, LA Galaxy. When I say LA, it's LA Galaxy.
Yeah.
So how was that?
Awesome.
During that time, was Beckham there?
I saw Beckham once. Shook his hand, but I didn't really talk to him. You know, he's like his status.
Right.
I'm just look. I don't have the same status level. I said what's up to him, but
and stuff like that.
But it was cool experience that, you know, playing with like the Santos brothers and Ibra and Ashley Cole. You learn a lot, not just from the list, but everybody around them. You know, they have our group last year was very talented. You have Ramon Sandrini, Mike. You have the roster is stacked. The results didn't go our way, but just training with those guys every day and seeing how these guys think and how professional the guys are, and just hearing stuff how Europe really is ridiculous.
During those times, I wonder, does any Haitian, like from the Haitian Federation guys, ever contacted you, wanted you to be part of the Haitian national team? Because you only played for the youth US team, but never for for the big national team. So the Haitian national team, anybody ever contacted you?
Yeah, we've been in contact.
So
it's just been just not, you know, terms, you know, just not like agreeing with like certain ways. I don't like how certain things are organized in the Federation, so I don't want to put myself in something that I don't feel comfortable in.
Alors, we're gonna talk more about the Haitian national team. Why we don't have this guy in the Haitian national team? Where et nous avons pile problème Stéphane Guillaume en ce qui a trait de gardien de but. Alors nous workons beaucoup Jean Brian Sylvestre en équipe nationale. La petit coup de pause tout petit, n'a pas tout à l'heure. Pablo on spot mag, vous dire merci Stéphane Guillaume. Guest on joue pour jeudi c'est Brian Sylvestre, n'a pas tout à l'heure. Ça fait dire que nous monsieur avec la qui va parler football haïtien dans le temps lundi victoire de pas.
Donc nous content pour nous gagner monsieur avec nous pour vivre moment ça avec lui. Et me passer dans le football là c'est pour me passer.
Spot Mag, bonsoir, bienvenue sur Haiti TV dans le magazine qui va pour vous parler du football de l'investissement. Voilà tout le monde. Zami Spot Mag, bonsoir.
From Sport Mag, nous disons merci pour patience et fidélité. Nous pas oublier nous avec Brian Sylvestre, qui c'est un gardien qui joue pour sélection jeune États-Unis. Pas une possibilité pour jouer pour pas que jouer, une possibilité pour jouer pour sélection majeure. Mais tout et nous t'arrêtons quand même et pourquoi pas jouer nous Brian Sylvestre dans sélection nationale Haïti. Donc n'a pas pour nous. Donc nous t'avons parlé avec Brian sur cette question ça. But Brian, come on, I do understand that. I mean, there is different situations that you don't feel comfortable with. But would there ever be a chance that you might rethink that situation? That you know what, I understand the problems and I understand the situation, but I can give it a try, or I can, you know what, I decided to go, to the Haitian Federation and let things go.
No offense to the Haitian Federation, that has to change first before I change my mind.
So what kind of when you say you have to change first, what exactly are you looking for to change? What is your concern? What is your problem exactly with the Haitian Federation? You doesn't want to play for them. I know all things because I used to be from Haitian national team. I know all things. Running in Haiti, but I born and raised in Haiti, and I kind of get used to it. But you're coming from to a different system, you not get used to those things. What exactly you're not comfortable with them?
I'm not saying this. I'm just saying like from the youth experience, because I have a lot of Haitian friends that play for U17, and like just like the treatment from they have a training facility in Gonaïve, and they're just like leaving them there, just training, just mamouling and stuff, eating that. It's like if you want results, you have to treat players professionally. You know what I mean? Like
no, for sure.
You have to treat them like professional. I'm not saying by blah 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 blah. But
you not pretend you all that, but at least you're asking for the minimum. You're asking to treat you right as they treat a human being, not even a professional, a human being. You feel like they're not doing the properly things, and then I think the Haitian Federation they're working on it, man. They try to do little things. Remember, I'm not trying here to convince you to play for the Haitian national team, but I'm telling you all things running in Haiti. Remember, Haiti is a poor country. We're not USA, and but we can do better. And then I believe they're working on certain things to how to treat the players. Me and Stefan are always talking about that. We don't like the way they're treating the Haitian players because we believe we're training hard as any professional players. So why we're not getting the treatment? Why we're not getting paid equally as they play a player who play in the MLS or play in Honduras or in Trinidad? We're always playing the less money. We always have the bad treatment, and then we're not for that. But I'm pretty sure they're working on it, and then to make it better, and then to have a guy like you in the Haitian national team, which is going to be a big plus for us.
Necessarily, I'm speaking for myself. I'm not going to speak for all the Haitian players. Necessarily, it's not all about money situation, but I'm just a big fan of if you promise players something, you stick by your word.
Definitely, no, I agree.
If I'm leaving my team where I'm playing every game to go somewhere and land there and it's just a complete different story, then that's going to get me mad.
But
when you get mad now, you won't be able to perform well.
I want to go home.
Let me ask you this, Brian, because from what I heard, because I spoke to the president. A couple of times about you personally. I heard you said before you coming into the national team, you have to know you're gonna be a starter.
No.
That's what I heard, and I was like, that's unacceptable because you can't say something like that. You got it coming in, to earn your position. You cannot. I heard that's the condition you gave them for me to come in to play for the Haitian national team. I have to be the number one goalie. But which is, I believe you can be, because we have we have a problem with our goalie in Haiti. We don't have that many. So I think you are gonna be a good fit. And then I was like saying I don't think a professional player will say something like that. But that's what I overheard in Haiti.
I would never, as an athlete, I would never in my life tell someone to give me something because I've never been given nothing in my life. Only thing I've been given was birth. So I would never tell no man to give me something or tell me I have to play. Ask anyone when I go, any team I've been on, when it's time to work, I work. I don't complain. If it's 5 hours, I work and die for 5 hours. I don't complain. I never gave nothing in my life. So
that's not true.
I never I worked hard every time I've been on. It's not true. I never.
But what was the condition you gave them? What did you tell them?
I never gave them condition. I just simply said, like, they called me for a Copa America, and I was like, okay, what the situation is like. First of all, they put me on the roster, like the 40-man roster without even telling me. And then I just don't like the fact that, you know, they're telling all this stuff and then they saying stuff like, oh, I need this, that. They putting words in my mouth saying I need to be number one. Like, why would I go somewhere where they're saying, putting bad words in my mouth for? I got a WhatsApp number. I forgot the guy's name. He texted me. I was like, okay, yeah, we can talk things out, but like, what's the situation? Like, what's the deal? Like, I remember one time, you know, I'm not gonna say the name, but one time they told a player to buy his ticket, then they reimburse you. I'm not gonna do that. I'd rather stay on my team and play in my minutes instead of I had to buy my, you know, say for example, you go to Dubai, you pay $2,000, you go to Dubai, reimburse you, you never get your 2,000 back. Why would I do that? You know what I mean?
Non, definitely. That kind of things. Et là, il s'agit que nous, m'a dit ça en créole, et là, il s'agit que nous pensons que là, Brian a dit que lui manque professionnel, effectivement, il n'est pas professionnel, donc on comprend toutes les difficultés et la fédération haïtienne de football a confronté, mais là, il y a un petit gens bizarre, là, on est qui pas sorti dans le système ça pour faire off ça, là, automatiquement comprendre que bagaille n'est pas professionnel, là, automatiquement comprendre que ou pas faire football effectivement, parce que dans aucun pays du monde, il n'a jamais fait ça. La fédération haïtienne de football a supposé une agence qui est en place, qui travaille et qui peut acheter billets d'avion pour les gens qui jouer overseas. Et par une question de pour les gars acheter des tickets pour et puis livrer en investir si mal passé par un corps pour pas payer parce que monde des gens qui comprennent de ça fédération doit billet d'avion il peut payer ou acheter même parce que le football
I would also probably think that is that a scam
qui sorti non là
is that a scam or est-ce que someone comme dit
you know because with the scam you got to very be careful parce que on est qui sorti non
and then that was through Texas
exactly
through Texas
through Texas again
somebody who's coming from the structure where things is different when he's going to play for the national team. They say, hey, Brown, they call him, you know, you're going to be in this flight, is somebody going to pick you up? I remember when I was going for Chicago Fire, an example, and the guy called me, the travel agent for Chicago called me and said, hey, you're going to be in American Airlines, you're going to be in first class. When you're coming in, such and such going to pick you up and this and that. That's the first time I've been treating that. Because going from Haiti, I never get that treatment. Don't laugh, Bram. I never get that treatment. When I reach to the airport, I see guys with a nice suit, with a big thing, says my name on it. And then when I get there, there's a limo waiting for me. I was like, I'm not even signing up with that team, you know. I'm not signing up anything. I'm just going to Cape. That was in Bradenton.
IMG,
IMG. I was going to IMG. I was going to the Cape with them. I never signed up any paper, nothing. That kind of treatment. When I go to my room and I see so many things, gears, I see sport check, get away. I say, what the hell is going on in here?
Welcome.
It's a welcome. That's what I'm saying. When you see those players perform, when you see a guy like Brian, you call him, you tell him stuff like that. He was like, stay back. Don't judge him because the guy doesn't see those things. He never get those treatment before. So that's what I want my people to understand. Le work que vous faites appel avec un joueur comme ça, on est qui a joué overseas, qui a joué dans l'autre côté, où elle a fait un tir de distance, et parce que les gens de traitement ça, oh, Brian, and I'm totally agree with you, and there's nothing personal. You would love to play for the country, but
c'est ça que nous avons des joueurs qui nous disent, ok, bon, on ne peut pas jouer pour moi, mais qui me l'aime. Bon, pas même qu'on qui j'ai été approché joueur pour fâcher, pour qu'ils soient fâchés.
Mais le problème ça,
quand même vraiment
c'est avant de aller plus loin. Le problème ça pour médias nous ont déjà fait recherche tout, oui, parce que les gars si j'envoie monter en pile tout sur les cap jouer dehors parce que par contre réalité et footballeur cap jouer en dehors d'Haïti yo qui fait des radio mon chien de la fait intéressant même ça on fait Vapico. Ouais. Mais ça me là bien que Vapico contingent et on tigent ba et tout fait intéressant tout. You have to put your feet on the ground my friend because you have to always remember where you're coming from. So it's the reality.
C'est ça lié. En tout cas, fédération, quand même, nous-mêmes, Sportmark, de toujours mettre chapeau bas devant la fédération, devant le président, parce que quand même, nous connaissons, nous reconnaissons que le travail, monsieur, a fait pour essayer de mettre le football là dans le niveau que vous avez avec lui. Mais il va faire pour les fédérations.
Mais c'est ma faute pour la tout.
Ouais, mais quand même, ça c'est juste au point que vous avez fait.
C'est pas grave ça, t'allais.
Ça vous pas fait. Qu'est-ce que vous pas fait là?
If you're gonna do it, you do it. If you cannot do it, you don't do it. Simple as that. Si nous pas faire football, nous fait football. Si nous pas on a plus respect, on a plus estime pour le président de la fédération, mais si nous voulons faire football là qu'une fait. Mais si nous pas faire, nous pas faire parce que nous pas faire football comme ça c'est pas.
Mais pas grand monde qui pas faire tout.
Mais qu'une famille. Did you see that? Did you see that guy Fede? Do you see that young guy who was playing for Violet?
Yeah,
He's one of the
I
best.
saw it.
He's the best forward. The guy says, you know what? I'm not gonna play anymore because he cannot play. Na condition sa. He said, you know what? I'm gonna stop playing because I cannot accept that treatment, Stefan Guillaume. Because we have to talk about it. I'm tired of it. People say the federation doing this, doing that, doing that. We have to say something because that's what they do for a living. The guy says, you know what? He finished on the training. You can even eat. Come on, man. We're talking about a professional player.
Okay,
we can't be doing that. I love Dadu. Dadu is my friend. If I'm where I am today, it's because of him. But we cannot be. This is unacceptable. Or we do it, or we don't do it. If we don't have money to do it, we don't do it. If we have money, or we do it properly.
Listen, moi nan même mot avec vous. Mais l'autre dit quand elle pas faire là et l'autre est jeune cap jouer. C'est ça seulement jouer. C'est ça. Moi c'est pas les même genre. Faut n'a que n'dam jouer.
Vous songez on le football de
même
dans le pays.
Pendant dit ça et pas bon te bon ça tout non dit.
Oh, moi j'ai envie de le défendre mais
non moi j'ai.
Bon nous t'avons qui conscience qui vient
et moi même kounya madame là. Madame là.
Et madame football fédération sorti non?
Mais quand même t'es gon
non moi je pense que c'est la football fédération.
Mais même fait pour sélection nationale là on dit.
Bon même gens qui jouer pour Evan c'est ce qu'on fait c'est pas qu'il faut pas faire ça mon cher. Mais sinon notre programme nos bel programme qui était bien structuré là si la fédération de football fait combinaison avec ministère là je pense c'est peut-être des gros chance parce que là next on l'autre vision te traiter nous bien.
OK.
Ou après nous avons voyagé, une photo oui.
Pas de problème. Bon, OK.
I have your picture.
Photo oui. Bon,
your suit on.
Listen.
As a matter of fact, I brought there to you. This is the picture you post online with your suit on. That when you were the U15 national team.
Pas de problème. Go ahead. OK. D'accord, bon, on est là bon. Pas de problème. Je vais vous nous dire c'est pour Brian. That's one. Et puis comme dit programme 2600. Mais on dit c'était programme 2600 que tu gagné. Et puis au fin du programme 2006 là pas oublier après 20 ans 18-20 ans on va dans un encore qui ça va faire kounya c'est pas gain sélection nationale mais quand même son fédération qui est responsable de la sélection nationale donc c'est là m'a dit comme ça que me pas tape là je dis si quand même fédération pas jouer dans monde que je dis en tout cas nous finir avec ça Brian et Kounia bon nous connaissons nous qui parler de sélection nationale un problème mais Kounia est-ce que Kounia Brian l'a joué. Est-ce que qui côté na qui équipe Brian a joué Kounia?
Forward Madison FC.
Forward Madison FC. USL, but do you know? I mean, can you tell us exactly where is that team at?
Team's in Madison, Wisconsin. It's near Chicago.
Wow.
Or
cold.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Cold.
I won't be wearing this. I'm gonna go home, change, put on my big jacket with my Timberland boots. I'm just enjoying this weather for the last day.
For the last day. I know.
And let's not forget today, Brian is traveling today.
Yeah, I'm traveling.
So we appreciate the fact that you make that effort to be here.
We appreciate it. Brian, so, I know you're playing there right now, but let me kind of back with you. Stefan, did push up a little bit more, but I was gonna go to North Carolina because I remember when you were there, me and Stefan used to do play-by-play, your game. So if you wanna see or bad we talk about, you go to YouTube. And you always say, no, we never done. We always, say good stuff about him.
So not just that, he played. James Maslin was there too during that time. I was
tell me the experience in North Carolina, and I think you did good. You was the starting goalie all the time. Something you have done something.
At the beginning, I wasn't. It was. It's a long story behind that.
Okay, so we wanna hear that story.
Okay. It goes like a little bit to how I got my MLS debut and all that stuff. So. Harrisburg at the time had a partnership with Philadelphia Union. So the 5 games I played against, 2 of them were against the Philadelphia Union. So I played well, and my biggest game was the U.S. Open Cup. I think quarterfinals. We went to overtime. We lost 3-1. We were tired. Then the following year, that's when I signed with North Carolina. At the beginning, I wasn't playing. Didn't play at all. Then all of a sudden, 2 keepers from Philadelphia Union got injured, and then they called me up to play against my team I got cut from.
Wow.
So my MLS debut was against the MLS team that I got cut from. And that was my dream to always play against the team that got cut. Wow. Even though the result didn't go our way, we got a red card. We lost 3-0, but I made 8 saves, and all of that stuff goes into all that stuff by not giving up and not having anything handed to you. I was in North Carolina on the bench. I was on the bench.
Wow. Why is that? Because the keeper who was playing in front of you was better than you, or because what was the story behind that?
The keeper in front of me was a cool dude, Akira, but he was at the club for a long time. He was they call him the Irish Ninja. He was there for a long time. Good goalie. I have never seen nothing from Akira, but I was just on the bench, and then all of a sudden, Philly called me. I get my MLS shot. took hold of it. My contract was only for 8 weeks. They extended it to the end of the year.
Wow.
Yeah.
So why you never can make that jump, man, to the big MLS, to the
That's
mystery
like,
MLS, and then to stay there? Why? Because I see you play personally. It's not because you hear I'm saying, because I'm the kind of guy, if you're not good, I'm going to tell you, you're not please me, but you're one of the goalie always please me. You have presence when you're on the goal, you big, you talk, you play good with your feet. Why you never can make that big jump to the MLS, one of the team to stay there?
Every time, it's always, unfortunately, something always happens. I was playing in Philly. I was playing like 15 games straight, and then I got this injury where I slipped my hand from here to here. And I still play with it. If you watch, I had my 2 fingers taped.
Yeah, I see that.
So I still played with it, and then I had knee surgery. And then that messed up everything. I went back to North Carolina. That's when I started playing. No, when I went back to North Carolina, I was on the bench again. I was on the bench for like 10 games. And then the first game I started was against Miami FC here in Miami. And then after that game, they were like, here, like,
that's your team.
You're the starter. And then I went to Tampa, did the same thing. And after that, I was in North Carolina I was playing there for 1.5 year straight games. Like, I was going to play, like, I can miss preseason, I'm going to play. Like, that's my starting spot. And then I held it. And last year, 2 years ago, I won Player of the Year, MVP. And then I ended up signing with LA Galaxy, and then went to LA, and then things didn't go my way, just bouncing around.
Wow.
Mental toughness is key, and I'm not gonna lie, as an athlete, you check out a little bit. Things not going your way, you just be like, man, I can't wait to go home and see what happens next year. And then at the end of the year, it's like, we're not gonna pick up your option. I was like, okay, I'll pack my stuff and go to Florida. And then now, Coach Darryl called me, he was like, I want you to play for Fort Madison. And then I said, okay, cool.
So now you've been here for how long now, and have you been practicing, taking care of yourself?
Yeah, I've been practicing. Coach to the left here has been pushing me. My legs are sore, but I've been working. I work hard.
Can we see a little bit? Do you have any footage?
We have some footage.
So we're gonna go to that little thing, Stéphane Guillaume, and then n'aptoile non pause. Nous parlons de little footage côté Brian a fait si practice avec coach ça qui bon côté non coach Stéphane et Foulay. Et après une sortie dans petite vidéo ça, et puis n'aptoile petit coup de pause. N'aptoile tout avec plus Brian Sylvestre qui avait dans Canada. Un jeune talent et haïtien américain que nous avons gagné dans la section haïtienne de football. Il y a une bonne raison. Nous avons espéré que raison ça résoudre pour nous gagner Brian parce que nous avons besoin monsieur ça pour nous dire si en 2026 we can go to the World Cup.
Why not?
Why not? N'aptoile tout d'aller.
Une question grave, on s'appelle ça mourir. On a une question avec 100 degrés.
Arms, James, arms. Pour Red Gold.
Ahí está la asistencia.
Voilà, je ne suis là, c'était Brian qui a fait ce travail. On va oublier James là tout et all ritual que je n'ai
All ritual que je n'ai pas. Qui l'a monsieur Zabvina, c'est vrai.
La venu là, je dis moi, je vais pas connaître.
Mais tout l'aide pour la
pour l'aider, pour l'aider.
Bonne foule là, pour nous faire discussion football, pour parler de football. Deux gros joueurs haïtiens qui étaient avec Brian, qui t'a fait si événement. Bravo Stéphane. Moi, je pense que Fanac fait ça et on fait avec Sony, ben plus résultat. Et nous avons Sony qui tourne en Inde, monsieur qui a crasé le championnat, ça on fait avec Fabien tout, qui est en Inde tout, qui a joué extrêmement bien tout. Et par contre avec qui est-ce qu'on fait avec
Jeunel Désiré. Depuis nous avons zone là, on a travaillé ensemble, fait ce travail.
The last one was Brian, and then monsieur a dit fatigué, puis au bagage, Stéphane Son est comme ça, il est monsieur exigeant. That's the way.
But the thing is, the work ethic, man. Your work ethic is what makes the work work.
It's just only want to work with Haitian, with professional stuff like that. Because I've been like a year and a half. I'm a coach for U12 and the U11, and I've been telling him, bro, when you're gonna come to the kids, I've been telling the kids all the time about you, your his past and stuff like that. They would love to meet him. And I was like, every day, say, bro, when you gonna come to the session with my kids for me? I said, well, Tuesday, Tuesday I will come in. He never came. And I said, coach, well, Stefan, you told me, Stefan, I said, man, the guy is busy, he's practicing in Barcelona, blah, blah, blah. And now I become like,
I haven't given you my word. No. I haven't given you my word. Saying, what, Tuesday I'll be there, and I'm not. Never. That never happened.
TV now,
that never happened. If I say I'm going, I am going. So I'll never give you my word. I have to make sure that I tell you, okay, you know what? I can make it that day. Then I'll go.
Now I have the Western tournament, so definitely not this weekend. So this week, and then hopefully.
Anyway, Brian. Well, like I said, man, we're really, really happy and appreciate the fact that you make the effort to be here. So you're gonna go on your new team. We can only wish you the best of luck, and just
you're gonna go to the new team. Do you have any idea, about this team, the players, the coaching staff?
I just know the coaching staff. He used to coach for a lot of strikers.
Darren,
Daryl's been strikers and Miami FC, I think.
Strikers and also Miami FC. Strikers. He gave me the opportunity to be back in the league in 2013 after my surgery. So there is a good guy.
They didn't call you too, Stephen?
I mean, I'm done playing. I'm done playing.
That's the way I'm seeing you play. You have to see this guy playing. So I still have juice. I believe he's still
blame
playing. But because I see him play and I was like, man, he's still the same guy.
I wish I could, but
he's a very disciplined guy. So in life, you should have discipline.
I mean, I see you play too, man. You can play.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you ready and you go back in the game.
I'm a lazy man. I would never get ready. So I'm lazy. I cannot work hard. So you do know any players who's up there already, and you used to play with?
Played against one, Paulo Jr. We have a couple of Brazilian, Panamanian national teams.
You're talking Paulo Jr.? The Brazilian guy?
Yeah, he's there.
He's a good player.
Yeah, he's there. Don Smart. Played against a couple of guys, but I don't know him. Like, I've never had a conversation. I just know them by playing against them.
So now you're going up there, you're going to the preseason directly, or the preseason already start?
Preseason starts tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow preseason starts, so I'll go there.
So you travel today and then you start working right away.
The time is running. Tell us, or the young men, the young players who's watching right now, how is the preseason? What is the preseason? Because there's a lot of young kids who are watching this show, so that's the main idea of being at this show. Because I want you, personally, as a pro who's living, who's into this, explain those kids. What is the preseason?
MIP in preseason is the worst.
Yeah.
Because you don't stop training.
They are.
It's the worst. Preseason is the worst.
It's the worst. Is the good too.
It's the worst and good because you know what? If you're not in shape, you get in shape. But the process to get in shape is the toughest part.
Right.
You wake up in the morning, 8 o'clock, 8:30, locker room, 9:15, start training 10 to 11:30. Rest for an hour, gym, have a rest for another hour, go train again, and you do that for like a month and a half.
Wow, like 3-4 times a day.
And beep tests, fitness, diving, hot. Every preseason we go to is hot.
Wow.
It's tough, but once preseason done, that's when things really get to enjoy because you get to enjoy like the real traveling,
like that.
experience. You really get to sit down and put yourself together. When you're in preseason, you're all about I gotta do this.
Right.
How am I gonna get my body through this? this. I'm competing with this, that.
Wow.
You got meetings about like how you do social media and not use drugs and all that stuff. All that goes into preseason. So you're busy in preseason. If you have wife, girlfriend, whatever, your wife, girlfriend will be mad at you because when you're done after team dinner, you don't even want to talk to family. You don't want to. You don't even know. You probably don't even have an alarm on. You drop your phone, sleep.
Wow.
You're dead. So preseason is like the hard part, but it's also fun. Then you get to meet your new teammates, you know, and get to know people's stories. And like one thing I'm happy about soccer, like it's a beautiful game because you meet different people every year from different culture and background, and you get to know them. It's a lot more aspect in life than what really people think there is, you know. So as this is my 7th year. And this is probably I'm more mature now just from hearing people's backgrounds and stuff. So
Absolutely, and well, that's what it takes. If you want to make it pro, and you have to work hard, even harder than the ones that are already there. So it takes a lot of work and dedication. Really want to make it happen, and sometimes it might not go your way, like you mentioned it earlier.
Mental,
but you still have to stay focused and work hard every single day. And sometimes even work when nobody's watching as well, because that's when the result comes. So,
Brian, I know you say you're going to preseason. I know he's in Wisconsin, but you guys gonna do the preseason there because I know it's crazy cold over there. So you guys gonna go somewhere else?
And I think we're gonna go stay in Wisconsin for now. I think we go to Chicago, but everything's gonna be indoor.
Oh, you're gonna be indoor.
Indoor facilities.
Sometimes even it's indoor, it's still cold.
It's still cold.
Man, you still feel it. Now, I know you're going. Show it's almost over. We have to ask you this: what kind of food you like, Brian?
Haitian food. You know.
You know how to cook?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit, but not Haitian, of course.
Nah, not like my mom.
I
never can. I'll be my mom.
Haitian food. What kind of Haitian food? You have to be the most specific.
Sauce pois, turkey, fried turkey.
Que musique préférée? Que musique préférée?
I'm pas entendre compas.
Que musique préférée?
Hip hop,
R&B.
Do you listen to Haitian rap?
A little bit through my friends, but
like who? For example,
I don't know the name. They just send it through Instagram. I watch, and some is funny, like saying jokes, and some is like good. But mainly like Afro beats, hip hop.
Haitian compa. Why is that Haitian compa? That's
like my dad. Just growing up, you hear it all the time. It's too slow. Dance comme ça, dance like that. I'm like that. Listen.
So when you're not on the field, what is it that you like to do?
FIFA.
Playing FIFA?
FIFA, chill, play.
So why are you talking about FIFA? I know you played it with James in the same team, which was North Carolina. This guy is crazy about those games. Man, so are you always playing with him?
FIFA can mess up friendship.
What?
What?
I don't even play.
You can be cool with your friend like this, but when you play FIFA with enemy, you can beat someone 3-0. You talk crap. He's be like, oh wow. You go back and forth.
Wow, I don't mean that. What? So let me ask you this: they give you those two players, Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Who I would pick? I'm not going with Cristiano.
Cristiano? Why?
I think Cristiano, he's proven it, been to every league. I mean, a lot of leagues and still be on top. So I think, and also he's a machine right now. Right now, he just can't stop.
You will pick Cristiano than Messi.
Yeah, right now at this point, I think 100%.
Gigi Buffon, or what is his name again? Stefan Guillaume, the Real Madrid keeper.
Tokwa?
No. Navas. Gigi Buffon or Navas?
I gotta go Buffon.
You gotta Buffon?
Got to.
Yeah.
We have to.
You sure about that?
Positive. Buffon is a legend.
He's a legend.
No one in the world would deny his status of being a legend.
So far, what have been your best experience in soccer playing as a whole? What have been your best experience so far? Like, place, could be a place, it could be a team that you played for, it could be a game that you played.
My best experience in soccer, man, you gotta give me like 1 minute. Probably my best moment was probably.
Got you thinking, man.
Yes, a lot of good moments.
Of course, there's always.
But the most personal was probably my MLS debut.
Yeah.
Against the team, like since I got cut, it was like, yo, I want to play against Vancouver, and all of a sudden it happened. So
I know.
It's like a different. It's like that feeling can't top it. You know, then
Right.
you're playing against. You're on the field, you look and you're like, yo, those are my good friends right there. But I'm about to play against them.
Against
I guess
them.
that's my debut. So
Right.
I know now
It's crazy.
you got a job, you're playing now, and you think good. That's a bliss because there's some players out there they good, they don't have a job, they don't have a team. So now what is Brian's dream? What is your biggest dream now? You know, as a player.
As a player right now, I also go back to the MLS, obviously. But at the end of the day, like, I want to get back to the MLS, but number one is to make sure like everyone in my family is good and everyone has good health. You know what I mean? Making sure, you know, I'm good. You know, making sure, you know, I'm still going, making sure everyone in my household is good.
So after you hang your soccer cleats, your gloves,
Hang it up.
right?
Call it a
So
quits.
what would be the next step for Brian?
Next step for me is probably coaching.
Are you taking courses now or no?
I'm not taking course. I'm just focused on soccer,
On
but
soccer now.
probably getting into coaching.
Yeah.
And then going to like the little health world a little bit, you know, science.
Well,
Stuff
a
like
little
that. I know you. I don't know if you graduate. Did you graduate?
I got
from college?
associates.
You
I got associates
in
with
what?
health and wellness administration.
Okay. And I know you born in December 19
Yeah, Sagittarius.
1992.
Mm-hmm.
You're 26 years old. If
26.
my math is correct. You're 26 years old. Do you see yourself in Europe? You never tried anything in Europe because they love American money in Europe. You never tried anything. Why? I see. That's why I'm asking. What is your dream? You still stick to the MLS. I never see.
I mean, MLS.
You don't like the Europeans.
If you
Soccer?
the process of Europe is 10 times complicated than a lot of people think. Like, you gotta get certain international caps. Even a lot of American players do get denied European, like UK work permits. It's a different, it's gonna be a hard process. And then, you know, it's not impossible, but it'll be easy if you go to MLS and have a good 2 years in MLS, then go, because you get exposure. You know what I mean? Instead of you, I'm not saying I'm down myself, but instead of like you not playing as many games and try to go somewhere, and then you got other guys in Europe is way more organized because like they have 1 month off. In the US we have like 3 months off. So those guys they play like 50 something games, and then you coming off in 2 years you play 5 games. Those guys take 1 month off. They're not gonna be that unsharp, you know.
Right.
Exactly.
And sometimes they not even have a month off. They have national team, you know.
Right.
So they coming in fit, and you're like, yo, you gotta do all this. I'm like, you know what? Get your games and get a better resume, better highlights, and then, you know, you spread it, and then, you know, see what happens. But right now, my goal is to get back to MLS.
I know you're a guy who's working hard, make it as a pro, and I know there's a bunch of kids who's watching this show. Do you have any advice? Do you have any message for those kids?
Kids, stay focused. Nowadays, I get upset because everybody just showing off on social media. Don't get too caught up with social media and all that stuff, because half of the people not even living their life the way they put in social media. But stay focused. Write your goals down, and if you're really serious about it, be committed about it. Don't be half foot in, halfway out, because if you're halfway out, you're just gonna sink to the bottom anyway, because you don't know what you're doing with your life. So if you're gonna commit with it. You know what I mean? Like, push yourself, stay focused. You know, watch a lot of soccer, and put in the work. And hopefully, you know, you get the support system to help you get you there too. Because like I said, my dad was able to drive. You know what I mean? It's not like I had people come pick my dad. I told my dad, like, I love soccer. He was like, this is the work you got to do. And he's like, this is what you're going to do. If I have to drive the Kendall, I drive the Kendall. So I had that support system too. So that took away a lot of pressure. So just dedication, hard work will get you where you're at. Chase your dream.
Write your goals down. It can be 60 days. In 60 days, what you want to do. In 90 days, what is it that you want to accomplish? And then you check after that 60 days, after that 90 days to see what you wrote down, how you're able to accomplish that. Thank you so much, Brian, for making yourself available for our show. We appreciate that. With you for live. From Sport Mag, merci parce que nous suivons ça. Pas oublier, mettez un petit commentaire, on bien une question qu'a posé pour nous connaître et qui ça nous supposé faire pour améliorer show et qui ça nous supposé faire pour nous faire satisfaire, pour nous faire plus plaisir et n'a trop content pour nous faire ça. Une autre fois c'était Sport Mag, non pas Stéphane Guillaume, Odi Omera et puis Brian Sylvestre. Good day for live. Allez tout le monde, merci. On va se retrouver la semaine prochaine. For live.